Becoming the best version of yourself is line one on Denny Tato's resume. The life coach works with everyone from businesses to entrepreneurs to help fuel personal and professional growth. We are lucky to have her joining us in the studio today. She's on set with Courier Market Engagement Director Kelly Snyder.
Thanks, Kyla. So, Denny, thanks so much for being here. I know we at the Courier have worked with you for a number of years, and you've had a huge impact on our business. But can you tell us a little bit more about what you do at Corporate Consciousness?
Sure. So I train, I reinforce, I support both corporations and their leaders to be more conscious. Consciousness to me is a higher level of emotional intelligence and self-awareness. I do that in two different ways, either through one-to-one executive coaching format or what I call team refinement, working with teams. And the foundational tool of all of my work is the Enneagram. And I believe that leaders need to start really leading from EQ instead of IQ. Conscious leaders really kind of invest in their people emotionally. They inspire them. They help them to understand their superpowers as well as their challenges and the superpowers of the people that they work with. And it really builds self-awareness, other awareness, empathy, and kind of a healthy interdependence that results really in high-performing teams.
Great. So a lot of people have heard of the DISC and strength finders and those kinds of things. Tell us how the Enneagram is different.
That's a great question. All the ones that you've mentioned and many, many others, what they are doing is they're measuring behavior. They have an exclusive psychological kind of orientation, and the Enneagram, in contrast, your Enneagram type, of which there are 9, is not in any way determined by your observable behavior. Instead, it's determined by your hidden motivation. So I'm not interested in what you do. I'm only interested in why you do that. And that's because I don't think you will make a long-term sustainable change in a behavior by focusing on the behavior. I think you must deeply understand the motivation behind the behavior in order to make a sustainable change. Therefore, the Enneagram really gives a very different, very actionable outcome for my clients.
Great. So I know you have a seminar coming up through the Gehring Center, which is almost sold out. So if somebody wants to work with you or find out more, how can they do that?
Well, I would encourage them to go to my website, www.consciousness.com. They can find out lots of things about the Enneagram. They can find out a lot about the 9 different types, etc. And yes, I think there are maybe 7 more seats available at the Gehring Center for family and private business. And that's April 2nd from 7:30 to noon.
Awesome. Well, thank you again so much for being here. It's always a pleasure.
My pleasure.
So thanks. Back to you, Kyla.
Thank you, Kelly and Denny. So much great insight there.